I'm curious to see how the aero is gonna work on stock suspension. The front is very light. Ah, yes. Oh. Okay. The rest you look up before this video gets demonetized. Anyway, most wanted expired livery on a G87 M2 with some mods. First that we see, we have various engineering wing, also side skirts. Do not step on these. Do not. And the splitter, you could step on it, but not in the middle because it's two-piece. Yeah. Anyway, already done a lap, luckily, because it starts to rain. That would have been quite spicy, I think. Yeah, you can see the drops. The other main mod on the car, G-Power. So how many powers does a G?
700, actually 698 exactly, and around 850 Newton meter of torque.
And is that achieved by different turbos, or is it
it's just like exhaust, full exhaust cats, etc., and then ECU.
Nice.
They have an easy time with the new engines.
Yeah, it's super easy, super straightforward. Yeah, as mentioned, also various engineering mods on it. I already done a lap. Yeah, so what I can tell you is that the front splitter, combination with the wing, it felt like almost like a stock car, so it didn't have enough downforce on the front. Maybe the wing is set up too aggressively, but yeah, that's one thing. G-Power was actually quite good. It was quite manageable in terms of the power curve. For the rest, we have Nankai CRS tires in sizes 275 on the front, and the back is
stock, I think 285.
285 or maybe
285, yeah.
285, yeah, so slightly bigger. And then we have endless brake pads, stock suspension with lowering springs. So usually I'm really not a fan of these kind of setups, but here it seemed to be okay-ish, maybe with the additional downforce. But who knows? It's raining, so I just want to go inside. And yeah, other than that, stock interior. Also the seats are stock, so not even the bucket seats, but it was not that horrible. Then again, we were not really pushing it because there was lots of traffic, but hopefully it still gives you an indication of what a G-Power powered car can do with the VRS mods. So thank you very much.
Thank you
for the opportunity. And now it starts to rain properly, so I guess I'm having a break before we do any more laps. Alrighty, welcome on the track. So, a few disclaimers. I mean, obviously everything is off. Tires are a bit cold because we had to wait for the track to reopen. We're gonna warm them up. I was allowed to do 2 or even 3 laps, so we'll see how it goes, if it's necessary. I'm curious to see how the aero is gonna work on stock suspension. The power is definitely there. Alright, let's warm everything up. You can feel that the front is quite floaty because of the stock shocks. Yeah, the CRS definitely needs warming up. There's lots of loose stuff in the car, that's a bit not that great, but I guess it's a G-force indicator in a way. It's a bit understeery. I expected a bit better with the front splitter. Some interesting rubbing noise from the front. doors open. Not sure if you can see it on camera. Acceleration is very, very good. But yeah, definitely needs matching suspension with the rest of the mods. As you all know, I'm very big critic when it comes to lowering springs on track. Looks good, but it really kills the performance. Between the brake pads or between the brake caliper and the wheel. That's what it sounds like. Not sure if you can hear the intake noises from the front. I guess he moved over. The tires start to grip now, that's good. And we have a yellow flag, so what we can do, control all of this loose stuff together with the other loose stuff. Oh, he's warming up his tires. Oh, he's ready for that lap record. Oh, we have a proper traffic jam. La 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 la. So impressions. Yeah, just as I expected. The good things and the bad things. The good things, endless brake pads do a phenomenal job, but that we knew even on stock brake system, because the G series brake system is very, very good. Power delivery is actually quite okay. Usually I'm really like skeptical about big horsepower kits, but here the modularity is good, even though I have everything on maximum for all the 15-year-olds that otherwise going to complain that, oh, your gearbox is not set in maximum setting, you're not even driving it in Sport Plus, you could have had so much more power. Most of the time it's actually useless / bad to have too much, because then you're not in control. But in this case it works. So the engine setup, the modularity is there. I would probably still prefer to drive it maybe in sport, maybe even in comfort, depends, but this works. What I am unhappy about, the lowering springs on the stock suspension, they don't really work, but the honest, it's annoying rubbing noise, but it was there before we started already. The honest take, it works better than I usually experience on a fully stock car with the lowering springs. So either with the extra wing, it really helps to settle the whole thing a bit, but on the other hand, the front, I really don't like how the front is handling. It has a splitter, but from what I feel and what you can hopefully see on camera, the nose lifts, the front is really like not there on high-speed sections. So yeah, it almost feels like it's like I'm driving a stock M2. Always happens with rear-wheel driven cars. fully extended in Flans garden. Construction, but there's no yellow. So they forgot to take away the signs. Either I'm used to the power or it feels like the power is dropping slightly. Okay. So, conclusion, I mentioned everything already in the yellow zone, in the yellow flag zone. It's all the same in my opinion. So, yeah, anyway, I was offered to do a second lap. I thought that might be necessary, but I do not think I can extract more from the car because the overall setup is it's not perfect for me, like with the front end being loose, etc. So let's get off here because it's weekend. The front end, so it needs definitely like stiffer suspension and more front end grip in terms of aero. But overall, you know, I'm not dissatisfied. It was quite a nice experience. So most of the mods are working well, and yeah, I generally loved it. But yeah, the traffic is quite big for a full Saturday TF session. This means it again makes very little sense to go out for a second lap to try to go faster because you won't be able to. So yeah, loved it. With a few minor things that could be improved.